You are now in the court of O'Neill, King of Ireland.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're continuing our invasion of Wales, which actually looks like more like part of England, but it's actually Wales, so we've been told. The English have got a huge force just amassing for no reason over here. I'm somewhat concerned about that, because if they come running through here, we're going to have to fight them. And I don't particularly want to fight them today. But, you know, we're just taking over this little bit of Wales. We're not really in a hurry. Well, actually, we're in a bit of a hurry, because if England wins, then... or if England loses. If this war ends for any reason, we're in a mite of trouble. I like saying mite of trouble. I've said that a lot lately. I don't know why. Anyway, not the point. The point is that we're just trying to take over this land, and quite honestly, they're doing really well, so we might want to start just assaulting. Because we cannot afford to let this war end without us taking over properly. The Duke of Math is complaining. I will be merciful, but I'm not letting you out of jail. And 36%. Okay, we can enforce our demands. Great. That will, of course, give us this land. And then we're one step closer to having more of Wales. So, let's just let that one go through. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Bam! We have more land at our disposal. Excellent! And we can usurp a title, which is the Duchy of Cornwall. Don't particularly have any reason for that just yet. If anything, I think I'll just piss off someone if I did that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to disband whatever isn't my retinue. And actually, can I get a larger retinue? That's something I've been thinking about lately. Actually, we don't need to be paused. So we're going speed 2. We can have a slightly larger retinue, so should we do that? Wouldn't be the worst idea. Currently we have mostly archers, a few heavy infantry, a few pikemen. More heavy infantry would probably be good. So let's raise another shock retinue and go down and get them to meet up with the rest of the soldiers. And we're just going to let our military rebuild. It's not going to take long, actually. We may even be able to start another attack very soon. Oh, that's exciting. And England is still doing their little pansy war thing. Cornwall, however, I think I'm just going to let them keep that part, because... Actually, you know what? You guys should meet up in Orel, because that's where, you know, most of our forces are. Also, since we're getting a lot of money, we'll just set the reinforcement rate to maximum. That's good too. Great. So we're using quite a bit of money to actually reinforce my soldiers, but that's not a problem. It'll all be worth it in the end. My marshal isn't the best. Okay, court chaplain. You want to be court chaplain? What skills do you have, knave? You're cruel. I respect that. We haven't spoken about the cape in a while, but... But then again, my current court chaplain does like me. You know what? Sorry, mate. Since my current court chaplain likes me and you don't really like me all that much, I'm going to say no. But hey, please try again another day. He's going to try again when he kills me. Jeez, always threat of death when you're a king. Okay, so I was looking a little bit around, and I've got a plan for the next course of action is probably actually invading part of Scotland. That's my plan. I'm not going to be able to take over Scotland outright, but I will be able to invade part of Scotland and then, over time, usurp Scotland's rule. So Scotland at the moment is kind of shitty, but they've got all the duchies, so we need to start getting those duchies back from Scotland, and ultimately we need to get 50% of it. Right now we have 6% of it. So we need to find someone who has a duchy. Let's speed up this bit. We need to find someone who's got a duchy and is willing to share it with us. And by that I mean willing to accept our... what is the word I'm looking for? Our grace that we will assist them in getting their duchy. So that's what we're going to be looking for, but right now we're just going to amass a little bit of money, a little bit of time. We're 60 years old, we're probably going to die soon. I don't know, my daughter died of depression. But it's okay, because we've got a lot of grandchildren. Shit, we've got a lot of grandchildren. So many grandchildren. Anyway, I mean, after all, our house is growing reasonably strong as time goes by. Actually, can we get you in sort of a... Actually... What I would like to do... Who is the current king? You are. And you're the current heir. Why are you the heir? You've got daughters. Why are your daughters not next in line? Must be a kingdom system that the Kingdom of England's using at the moment. It's weird. Where does your heir even come from? I don't even know. Right, so your father was a... Your father was brother to the king. Okay, that's a little bit odd. If I could marry one of these princesses, though, that would be probably pretty good. Yeah, let's see if we can get some sort of marriage to this. Actually, let's go with the younger princess. Because, you know, although this one is building reasonably high stats. So, you know what, let's arrange this betrothal anyway. Actually, no, let's just go with a... Oh, no, you're not going to go with a kinsman. You want a proper person. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to try and get a reasonable claim. Meanwhile, we've got a bunch of claims. Duchies of Gloucester? Gloucester? Oh, but that's part of what I just did. So I can't really go for Gloucester just yet. Bedford, however. Bedford I could go for, but then again, Bedford is in kind of a... Oh, and that's actually attacking the Kingdom of England. I don't want to attack England, despite the fact they've got all their wars going on at the moment. Kind of dangerous. Of course I should invite one of my friends. Always invite one of my friends. I mean, worst case situation, it'll cost me a bit of gold, but... Or maybe he won't like me. He didn't show up. What a bastard. I invited him and everything. I mean, is his war more important than my banquet? I am his king, I think. Am I your king? Yes, I am your king! And you didn't come to my banquet! I'm very sad. Maybe I'll just throw you in the dungeon. No, I was joking. I wasn't going to assassinate him. Alright, so a little bit of time has passed. What we need to do now is I think we're going to start looking about this war for Scotland. So where are we going to start for? Galloway? We've already got some Galloway. Do we have any claimants? We've got a 29-year-old claimant. I mean, he's even heir to Galloway. If he came over here, he's got children. So we'll get the 29-year-old to come over. He's got some reasonable traits. His family is not bad. So what we could do is we could invite him over, then give him a piece of land, just one piece, and then we'll declare war on the rest of Galloway. Although then again there's 3,000 men currently fighting Galloway because of reasons I'm not entirely sure of. So maybe we'll go for someone else that isn't being attacked. We've got these people, but then again part of that's owned by England, so we don't really want that either. What about this? The Duchy of Albany. No, that's not a bad duchy. That's actually quite a nice bit of land. Except no one wants it. You know what? I might just go for Galloway and then just crush the Breton band. Which, if I remember rightly, is a mercenary group. What are they doing? Hiring themselves. It's weird. I didn't know they could do that. Anyway, we'll hire the Breton band. They're currently invading all of Scotland. And no one is stopping them. What if the Breton band wins Scotland? You know, I don't rightly care. Galloway, claimants, invite the 29-year-old. So we're going to invite him over, and then when he comes over, we will give him a piece of land, which is relatively uninteresting, but we'll give him some of it. So we're just going to give him, like, probably Gwynedd. You know, some shitty place in Wales. Okay. So now we grant you the honorary title of Seneschal. Congratulations. Then we'll grant you land of Gwynedd. Congratulations. And now you are a landed lord. We will fight for your claim. So, do I actually have to declare war on Scotland? I have to declare war on Scotland. Well, sometimes you just gotta declare war on Scotland. Could have gone just for Carrick, but no, I'm going for all of Galloway. Which also includes more land than I expected. Well, that's exciting. So we make a claim for Galloway? Yeah, let's do that. We can call in allies. We can call in the King of Croatia. Oh, the Duke of Croatia. What happened to the King? Oh, did the kingdom fall? Did the Kingdom of Croatia fall? No, it got taken over by someone else. Oh well, that's fine. That was always bound to happen one day. Especially when I said I was going to help and then I forgot. Whoopsie. Anyway. Let's raise my personal levies. And we will march up to Galloway. Actually, these men will march over to Galloway. And these men will take a boat. Because boats are great. That's enough boats. Yes, great. Actually, no, you stay there. We'll bring the boats to you. You know, I don't want my men all tired out before they get here. Okay, a whole bunch of people entered my court, and then a whole bunch of people left my court. That's to be expected. Okay, we've got boats. Great. Merge. Get on the boats. Float over to Galloway, my good men. And then with this one duchy, then we'll have more of Scotland, and we'll be in a position to actually start, you know, taking them over. That's exactly the position we want to be in. So the first people to make it were the people from Wales. Now I could get more soldiers in from my vassals, but frankly I'd rather not piss them off at this stage. I don't think they're doing any faction work at the moment, but you know, as I said, I just don't want to piss them off at this stage. There's no reason to. I mean, there's a couple of them that kind of look like they're trying to do stuff, but so long as they don't unify, they're not really going to achieve much. And that's my main goal, to make sure they don't achieve much. And wow, we've actually got some really good leaders at the moment. So we're just going to march right into the Breton Band. Do we have to declare war on the Breton Band? No, we can't, can we? Alright, that's fine. That's funny, I would have thought we would have had a somewhat of a war against Breton Band. Just because, yeah, I would have thought we'd have some sort of war because we're both at war with the same people. But clearly that hasn't happened. Wow. What the hell is this? The Grand Mayor of Gotland. Who the hell are you? One of the Republic princes is attacking part of England? Oh, you have balls, my friend. You certainly have balls. I'm really kind of racing against the Breton Band, aren't I? Well, I don't know why I attacked that. I'm going to lose a lot of men doing that, but it's fine, I suppose. They're just soldiers, you know. Dogs are the military. Unimportant. You know, no one will mourn the loss of some men. And I do want to beat it quickly, this war. So that's one bit done. Then we're moving on to Galloway. They are not giving in just yet. That's fine. Oh, there's some Gallowaian soldiers. They're going to try to fight us back. They're going to try to fight us. How adorable is this? Look, they're going to try to kill us. Oh, they lost instantly. Because there were so many of us. And so few of them. Meanwhile... Okay, what have you got? Oh, you're already giving up. Really? Alright then. I suppose I'll accept. And we have Galloway. That was relatively easy. Yeah. Well, rather this this vassal has Galloway, but he likes us a lot. And his heir is part of us as well. They're part of our house, so that's good. So now Scotland is even weaker than it was before, and we can probably start thinking about the Isles. Are there any claims to the Isles? Because, I mean, I've got more land that I don't need. No, there is not. Now, yeah, I was told that I could get my son, invite him over so that I could give him some of my land, but the problem was, he's not going to take it. He's just not going to take it because he currently likes his current duke more than he likes me, because his current duke is his son. So he's not going to come over here. So that's kind of a funny position that I've gotten myself into, that his son is a higher ranking position than he is. So not much I can do about that. Also, thank you guys for giving me some names. I will be using them. I have 3 names at the moment, and they will be used accordingly. Understandably, some of the names may be a little bit silly, and I will use those silly names when appropriate. But if you've got any more names, I think I'm just going to take a name from everyone. If you've got a name and you just want to post it down, and I'll use it when I can. I mean, come on, one of the names I've got at the moment is Poopsicle, so, you know, looking forward to using him. Okay, so you're excommunicated. What? At the behest of Gowie. Who are you? Why did you excommunicate one of my people? Well, alright. I guess the land that I've just given you, you'll have to be put in jail for it. Because otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. So, yep, sure. Sorry, sir. No, instead you've just raised a flag in rebellion. I give you this land, this is how you repay me. This is just typical. Typical. So, they've raised next to no men against me. Well, we are all very frightened about this. So, we're just going to take back the land we just took. I mean, I could just let him stay excommunicated, but the problem is that makes me look bad as his ruler, so I can't really take that chance. You know, because it's all about how people perceive me. And if you've got a person on your side who is kinda not great, then they're going to think, oh, he's not a very good king. So, yeah, I didn't really have a choice in the matter. As much as I didn't want to do this, I have to. I kinda wanted to do it, I'll be honest with you. We're going to raise actually a few more men. That's not the men button, that's actually the boat button. You'd think after all this time of playing this game I would know the difference between the man button and the boat button, but no, not at all. Actually, there's not enough men in that group. That's fine. Also, now because he's raised a flag against me, I can probably put him in jail and take away his duchy and give it to one of my heirs. Oh, that's a thought. Well, I can't give my land to my son. I can give my land to... well, I can give it to this son, I suppose. What land do we have to give to this son? No, we don't want to give him land just yet. That's a bad idea. We've got a daughter here who is dead. You know, she's no good to me. I've got her, she is... you know, we can give land to my grandson. He's Croatian, so we're not going to do that. What about you? Do you have a... you are Spanish? This is not going well. You're Irish. You're... kinda good. What about you? You good as well? Yeah, no, you're good. But he's not old enough at this stage, so never mind. We're just going to slowly siege them back again. There's really no loss for us in this. Just sieging the people who we took the land from, for in the first place. I don't think I will take the Duchy of Galloway immediately from him. But, well, maybe I will actually. I mean, he was excommunicated. You know, you can't trust people who are excommunicated. Ever. Okay, we've got a new steward. He is very good at what he does. And you know what, we're just gonna crush this. Let's crush this rebellion while we can, like before it incites the people to turn their swords against us. Does that even make sense? Incites the people to turn their swords against us. You don't turn swords to people. You can turn a sword into a person. Which... wait. No, you can turn a person into a sword. That's something you can do. That's something the O'Neill family does a lot of. When we're not whipping people and hitting them in the face with a cape, we're turning people into weapons by firing them over walls. That is the thing we do, apparently. The O'Neill family has a lot of weird family traditions, and we respect every single one of them because they're all hilarious. Meanwhile, geez, that oh, he died in my dungeons. That's annoying. Meanwhile, this republic is really going to town, which is kind of funny because the republics are towns. So they're going to town because they're towns. They're going to town on a town as they're towns. Ooh, this is going to get confusing in a hurry. So I'm not quite sure why the Pope excommunicated one of my people for no reason. I guess there was a reason. But either way, we're just going to get money from it. And we're going to have to get reinforcements as well, but that'll happen in time. So, you know, the reinforcements are coming. It'll probably be a good idea to curb my general aggression that I've got going at the moment as well. Because I'm just crushing anyone who's sort of in my way at the moment. For extra gold. Which is actually going to be a little bit more expensive because the retinues are in there. So are we done? Are you quite done with your rebellion? You are not! Alright then. We will march down and finish it down there. I don't know why we're doing this. Well, because they started it. Well, they didn't start it actually. Technically the Pope started this war. Good work, Pope. Look what you've done. Ah, the Pope. Why did he start this war? Anyway, you've got a claim on... Well, strong claim on Ireland. We don't really want you to do anything with that. You've also got a claim on Singe. Which, to be honest, we might use that one day. Because my leader, or my next of kin, actually doesn't have a lot. But the next of kin to O'Neill after my son is Inurict. That's you. And you're Croatian. Okay, great. We're going to get a Croatian leader. Shit. Well, I can't really change that. He's going to be Irish-Croatian. And we're going to have to try and get him to be back to full Irish. I may have slightly shot myself in the foot with this bit, but this is where I am. You know, I can't change what I've done. Not now, anyway. The only other option is to get all future sons educated by someone who's Irish, or at the very least of, you know, the British Isles area. Okay, great. We have won that war. How many of my retinue is left? Most of it. We only lost about 700 men from it. It's fine. And we're back to 400 gold. Now, we're sorry that you got excommunicated. I really am. But thankfully your son doesn't care. But your son is also a dwarf. And the Breton band is still continuing their war against Scotland. That's funny. I wonder what Scotland did to piss off the mercenaries so much. Okay, we're still building defences and clons. That's good. But there's really not much more we can build in there. I mean, we might start actually upgrading another place. I mean, look, this place could use some upgrading. This place isn't nearly well built enough. And Ulster could use some more building, and yeah, I mean, there's lots of places that could be built to be stronger. Unfortunately, my king being 61 years old, King Murchad I, the Cruel of Ireland, may not be long for this world. It's a shame. He's done very well. I'm very impressed with him. He started with nothing, I believe. Like, his mother didn't have the Kingdom of Ireland. No, Annablather did. what happened here? I can't even remember now. I think he got ousted and then he had to be put back in. Yes, I think that's what happened. Let's just check the history. Yeah, so he got ousted in 1176. And for 20 years the kingdom was ruled by the Pretender. But now he was back in power. So, you know, most of his life he's been doing something with being a king. I mean, he was born... What year was he born? 1146? So when he was 18, he got to be king, and he didn't do well from there. Yet we'll be merciful. We don't really want to kill people in the dungeons. Because I am not cruel, I am arbitrary. Although the next prince, he is cruel. And this of course means that, you know, he is the rightful heir to the O'Neill family. Because that's my logic. If someone is cruel, they are the rightful heir of the O'Neill family. Yeah, so we're almost done with this episode. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, have a look around, and I will see you next episode. Because I'm going to be recording right now. So, of course, if you've got any tips or advice, I won't be able to see it until the episode after this one. So thank you guys for watching. See ya!